Hey guys, what's up? It's Gamer Khan. Today, I just want to talk about the recent events that have been happening in War Thunder and my honest opinions about it. Now, the most recent event that we had is the T-34 Partisan, which is a premium rank 3 medium tank for Russia. It sits at a battle rating of 5.7 and it gets the very minimum level of rewards. 405% for Silver Lions. Of course, this is with a premium account, and 462% in vehicle research. I already have most of my vehicles. In fact, I have all of my vehicles unlocked for these BRs. However, it's essentially just a T-34-85 without the additional armor and without the premium boosters. That's it. Nothing different whatsoever. There is no gimmick towards this tank. There is no interesting features about this tank. Nothing. It's just this. That's about it. Now, when I saw this event happening, I wanted to own it mainly because it looked very cool. This reminds me of the pictures that I saw on my history books about the T-34 liberating Berlin. It looked very cool. But when I got to play it, I realized, man, it's just a T-34-85 with premium bonuses. That's about it. There's nothing else to it. There's no uniqueness towards this tank aside from this giant red flag, which, if you are a cast player, it is something that will be so easy for you to spot. You would just be constantly getting bombed left, right, center. Now, I wish War Thunder or Gaijin had actually added more unique vehicles. There were times when even their previous event vehicles, I think, were really cool and unique. You know, you had the Crocodile Churchill, you had different kind of vehicles that had different kind of gimmicks. Even for this battle pass, I thought this vehicle is actually pretty cool because it's a T-44, which is basically the precursor. It is something different and unique. It should play differently, but yeah, I think this would be something interesting to play. It's a 6.3 tank. Yeah, I get it. But over here, I don't understand the whole point of spending my entire time grinding out for this vehicle for 35,000 points. It is absolutely crazy that I should spend that amount for a copy-paste vehicle. Even though if it's a premium vehicle, it's not really that good of a premium vehicle. I think Gaijin should really stop charging or putting such a high benchmark towards grinding the vehicles if it's just going to be a copy-paste. Now, is this the only vehicle that I'm talking about? No. Over on the Israeli tech tree, we have the Meteor FR9, which is essentially this plane, but slightly heavier. Not this plane, sorry. This plane, but slightly heavier. Yeah, that's about it. There is no difference whatsoever. Now, the one thing I thought Gaijin would have done, because this plane has 3 cameras over here, was to probably create a plane that could do reconnaissance. You could scout vehicles from the air. There was no gimmick whatsoever about it. So I'm just looking at this vehicle and I'm trying to think to myself, why would you introduce this vehicle when the Tech Tree one is definitely going to be better? Why would you not introduce maybe a premium aspect towards it? Why would you not introduce an interesting gimmick towards it? I felt like this plane could have been the first test bed plane for reconnaissance. You could scout tanks when you're in a cone of arc. Like you could basically use the camera to go into a camera view, press the button and it scouts. Instead, it is a normal meteor. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad meteor. I performed quite well in it. It's just that after a while of grinding it, I just realized, oh, it's just really boring. I'm like, what's the point of me playing this? Now, the next vehicle that War Thunder is introducing is going to be on the Indian tech tree, and it's definitely a unique plane and it looks pretty cool. I don't think it'll do very well. However, Gaijin needs to start spacing out these events, mainly because people are starting to get very fatigued from it. And even for me, as a guy who probably streams every week War Thunder content, I'm also getting bored and tired of playing the same damn events over and over and over again, the same modes over and over and over again. I don't see the point towards it, Gaijin. I wish that you would add maybe lesser points, maybe 30,000 if the vehicles are not even premium. you should put it at least at 25,000. If it's a copy paste, it should be 25,000. It shouldn't be 35. It shouldn't be 40. You got to understand one thing, and you've been having events back to back. I've been playing these events non-stop since last year, December or November. I've gotten the cafe event. I've gone through all the other events, and it's just been absolutely tiring. I'm honestly getting to a point where I feel like Gaijin just needs to take maybe a month's break on event. Seriously, it's not worth it anymore. We got a tank, the next one is a plane, and the following one will be probably a ship. And honestly, in that ship event, I might just take a break from War Thunder. Because let's face it, not many is going to be playing the ship. It's bad enough that they copy paste a lot of vehicles, but now seeing this, I don't feel any interest in any of the events anymore. This event, the Partisan event, after playing this tank, and honestly, the teams that I've been getting are just basically players who only have probably one tank at 5.7, and the rest is all like lower tier 3.0s or probably just no 3.0s, and they just die and leave. Honestly, it's messing up the 5.7 bracket. But yeah, that's just basically my little bit of a rant. I know it's all over the place, but I'm just really frustrated and fed up at the fact that Gaijin just keeps on releasing these copy-paste vehicles. I get it that at a point now in the game where they've released pretty much everything, I felt like during these events you could introduce experimental tanks, you could introduce concept tanks, which maybe never made it into the actual battlefield, but made it towards, you know, some testing phase or whatever. That could be more interesting. When you're just introducing copy-paste vehicles, you kind of lose out on the player base. And even on the latest event, if you were to look at the forums, people are just really tired. They're just saying, you know what, I'll skip this event. And Gaijin is saying, oh, but you know, this is the original vehicle. Why are you guys still complaining? It's just coming to that point whereby you've done it so many times, we are just fed up with it already at this point. I think for this next event vehicle, probably after the ship, please take a break, Gaijin. Do not release any more vehicles for at least a month. Let us have a break. Let us at least come back wanting more vehicles, because right now you're just releasing vehicles after vehicles after vehicles. People are just going to get fed up and tired. I get it, you want people to play the game, but this is not how you do it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my video and also staying over for my rant. Stay awesome, stay safe. I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Ciao.